Hey, what's up YouTube? It's me, Chris, and today I just kind of wanted to go over my casual commander deck that I built over the weekend and played Monday. I've only played it one time, but I really like the way it played, and I just want to know if you guys think it's casual or not. So the deck starts out with Tatsunari, Toad Rider. Whenever you cast an enchantment or spell, if you don't control a creature named Kaimi, create Kaimi, a legendary 3/3 black-green frog creature with whenever you cast an enchantment spell, each opponent loses a life and you gain a life. And then I can make Tatsunari and target frog be able to only be blocked by creatures with reach or flying, and it's a Sultai commander that only costs a black and 2 generic. I got 1 Kaime token, and that's what's in the command zone. The lands are pretty boring for the most part. I do have fetch lands in this deck. I think Reliquary Tower is my only real utility land in the sense of it gives me, no maximum hand size. I don't have really anything else. I kind of want a Field of the Dead, but does Field of the Dead, like, borderline make it non-casual? I'm not really sure. Maybe that's fine. No proxies, and the lands are mismatched. I'm still running this Contaminated Aquafire. I kind of like these because they are fetchable, but I might switch them to Verges. Yeah, I don't know. This mana base is honestly, I didn't really think about it too much. I just made it. 36 land though, 36 instead of 37. So maybe we fix that. We jump to the artifacts, and I just have a Soul Ring, Swiftfoot Boots, a Mind Stone, a Commander Sphere, and an Arcane Signet. Like, that's kind of it. I kind of wanted some sort of equipment, but really, again, I'm not sure. I wanted the one that gives +1/+1 for each enchantment, since this is an enchantment deck. Really, like, I feel like the standard 2-mana ramp artifacts and the Swiftfoot Boots. Maybe I add talismans. So the thing that really attracted me to Kaime is it's a frog deck. But then I found out about these cards that could mutate creatures. And yeah, so when like a Kaime is out and I decide to mutate Kaime, it becomes this mutated card. And when I play another enchantment, I get another Kaime, and kind of having an army of frogs that would drain the table just really appealed to me, and I felt like that's a cool, like, casual thing that I want to do. So these are the mutate cards. Unfortunately, in the games that I played on Monday, I played a total of 3 games. I didn't get a single mutate creature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm running 8. So yeah, I guess without being able to search them out. Well, I can't actually search it out. That's the one tutor I have in the deck. But without reliably being able to search it out, I didn't get to have several Kaime. But we've got a Boneyard Lurker, which when this creature mutates, return target permanent from your graveyard to your hand. Then we got a Migratory Greathorn. When this creature mutates, search your library for a basic land, put it on the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle your library. Gem Razor, which whenever this creature mutates, destroy target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls. Sawdusk Demolisher. Trample, whenever this creature mutates, destroy target non-creature permanent. Its controller creates a 3/3 beast token. So a Beast Within on like a 6/6 body is like kind of cool. This one has Flash, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. This cool octopus little thing. Then we got Brokos Apex of Forever, which is like a sick name. A 6/6 Trample, which I can cast from the graveyard, using his mutate ability. Then we have Otrimi, the Ever Playful. Trample, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, return target creature card with mutate from your graveyard to your hand. So that's kind of cool. And then Parcel Beast, which allows me to pay 1 and tap the mutated creature. Look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card, you may put it onto the battlefield. And if I don't put the card onto the battlefield, it goes into my hand instead in this cool art. And this looks like it was like a list reprint or something. I don't know what that little planeswalker symbol. But that's, me trying to mutate Kaime. I don't even know if there are more mutate cards. These are the ones that just sort of jumped to me when I was building the deck. Maybe that's not the way I should go, and these like 8 slots are better for having actual enchantress effects, so that when enchantments enter the battlefield, I can draw, or even more interaction. Counter spells, I don't really have a lot, but I always feel weird about having counter spells in casual because I don't know, I don't want to make people salty, and it's like we're all supposed to have fun, right? So counter spells are seen as unfun, even though I think it's fair magic. We'll jump into the creature package now. So we've got Balemark Leech. This is a new card from Duskmourn with Eerie. Whenever enchantment enters, or when a room is fully unlocked, each opponent loses a life. Then we got Doomwake Giant, which did work in a game. It's got Constellation, so whenever Doomwake Giant or another enchantment enters the battlefield under my control, creatures your opponents control get -1/-1 until end of turn. We got Riptide Chimera, which all I got to play and was crazy. At the beginning of your upkeep, return an enchantment you control to its owner's hand, and it's also an enchantment, so that's great. We got Fear of Imposters, which is a counterspell, and then the person that it counters manifests dread, so it's kind of cool. We got an enchantment creature counterspell. Then we're adding Polywog Prodigy, which is a neat card that I really wish I got to play with Evolve. And then whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell with a mana value less than Polywog Prodigy's power, I get to draw a card. They can't pay around it, and it can trigger multiple times, so I do like that. We have one of my favorite cards, Dryad of Elysian Grove. All lands become every basic land type. And, lands I control, not all lands. And then I can play an additional land on a turn, and it's also an enchantment creature. So, we love that. We have the classic Arbor Elf. We have a Birds of Paradise as a mana dork. We have an Elvish Mystic. We have a Sanctum Weaver, which adds mana of any color, where X is the number of enchantments you control. So, X mana. Huge. Got to play this. Grim Guardian, which seems kind of good. I didn't get to play it, but I feel like it would have been good. And it's another enchantment creature. And whenever it enters, or another enchantment enters the battlefield under my control, each opponent loses 1 life. So we're really on that drain. We got the classic Deathrite Shaman. I'm going to switch this one out to the foil one that I won off my buddy Robert in a pack war many years ago. But we've got this Deathrite Shaman. We have a Finhorn Elf. We have a Llanowar Elf. And all these mana dorks are there just so we can try to get a turn 2 Kaime, which is a turn 2 commander. Is that not casual? Should I be waiting to cast my commander? I don't have Dark Ritual in this deck, and I don't have Lotus Petal or Elvish. What is it? The Elvish Spirit Guide, because I don't know. I feel like being able to drop my commander turn 1, that's not casual, but I don't know. It still seems fun for me. I don't know. Trying to make sure other people have fun. I don't. Is that casual? Anyways, we've got the Caliph, Beloved of the Sea, which it just gives everything. It costs 1 more, and then its power is equal to the devotion to blue. I thought it was for enchantments, so that's not cool. But my creatures and enchantments, basically, they don't have Ward 1, but might as well be Ward 1. I don't know. Then we've got Dina, the Soul Keeper. Whenever I gain life, each opponent loses life, just to make it a little better. And I can sacrifice a creature, and she can get a little bigger. Unfortunately, she's not a frog, so she can't go hard. We've got the Cat, Enduring Curiosity, which is one of my favorite cards. I play this a lot in Standard, so being able to draw cards is sick. And this one's foil. And then we've got Eidolon of Blossoms. Whenever Eidolon of Blossoms or another enchantment enters the battlefield under control, draw a card. Wish this got played. This is one of 2 Enchantress effects that I have. I definitely need more. These are the enchantments and the spells. So we've got Mirror Maid, which becomes a copy of an artifact or enchantment on the battlefield. It could be anything. Phyrexian Arena, Wild Growth, Shimmering Wings. I need to get the Whip Silk, but I have Shimmering Wings, so I have 1. A Utopia Sprawl, Abundant Growth, a Counter Squall. It's a non-creature spell. To be countered. It's a negate, rather, and my opponent loses 2 life. This is really why I should script my videos, because like talking is hard. Noxious Revival, which is just like, almost always in. Rapid Hybridization, some single target removal. Most of the removal package are enchantments, because obviously we want to drain. We want to use Kaime's ability. We have Abrupt Decay. We have Beast Within. Even these potentially could be changed to like stuff like Frogify. I have an offer you can't refuse. Bear Umbra, Snake Umbra. Now the Bear Umbra goes crazy. I haven't like ever used it, but I tried. I only have this for this side. This side's pretty good, but being able to exile a creature and then they create a 3/3 frog, I just kind of wanted to go with the frog motif. This is a card where I'd probably be slotted for something like Fierce Guardianship, but I don't know. It's casual, baby. Swan Song. Days. I don't know if this card is casual because it is technically a free counterspell. They might not see it coming when I'm tapped out, and that does induce Salt. Here's my second Enchantress effect, Enchantress Presence, and I wish that saw the field in any of the games that I played. Here's my 1 tutor, Mythos of Brokos. You put 2 things into your graveyard, and then I think if you basically use the kicker, it's not kicker, but it is kicker. If you pay with a blue or black mana together as your 2 colorless pips, you can put the card. Wait, what was it? Oh yeah, you search. That's how you tutor. Yeah, I'm reading the cards for the first time. Kaya's Ghost Form, Witness Protection, Counterspell. Here's like, I guess like a winning spell. This is a bunch of cool stuff. Mystic Remora, which is, it's kind of debatable if it's a casual card. Ancestral Mask, which popped off. Combat Research, Curiosity, to draw cards. Canonist Transformation, Rancor, and Negate. It's like the removal package is pretty lax. I could have gone a lot harder with more like Kenrith Transformation effects. Turn things to toys, turn things to citizens. But that's the deck. I really did enjoy the way it played. First game, I played against CDH decks that were allegedly casual, and I only played 4 land and my Wild Growth, Abundant Growth kind of spells, and that was it. Game 2, I did get a turn 2 Kaime, and then just sort of popped off, and I got the Riptide Chimera and Ancestral Mask and all that stuff out on the field, and I was able to bounce a Mystic Remora during my upkeep. But that's fine. And I feel like most of my counter magic is just there to kind of preserve my board. I'm not trying to counter anything my opponent does unless it's going to wipe my board. I feel like that's how you play casual. Let me know. This is the deck. I kind of want to make some cuts to add Cryptolith, right? So that all my creatures become Birds of Paradise. And then Enduring Vitality and Enduring Tenacity. I want to put those 2 in. But I don't know. I didn't really get to try the Mutate cards. And that's like really what I want to go for when I'm playing the deck. But it just didn't happen. Do I add tutors? Are tutors like, does having game changers make the deck less casual? If I were to make this like deck, more powerful, like to where I would want to play it with people, play to win and stuff, I guess. Thassa's Oracle, Demonic Consultation, Ad Nauseum, Tainted Pact, and Tutors would be in there, and I'd probably take out the Mutate cards, even though they are fun. Heuristic Study, Sylvan Library, stuff like that. Anyways, I still had fun playing the deck the way it is, and I think like this will be my go-to casual deck. Gotta get matching lands and get a more regular looking Overgrown Tomb. I don't really like this one, but that's the deck. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.